Hello everybody, Smokey Smokes here, going to be doing a tobacco review on this Eileen's Dream by CAO, I believe. It's supposed to be Irish cream and white chocolate truffles. That's supposed to be the flavor. I love this tin right here. It's like a nice, nice circle, and we got like a really simple picture there, the clover. I was going to say 4-leaf clover, but obviously it's not, it's 3. But yeah, it's sort of like an Irishy type thing, I suppose. So, I'll go with that. I've had this before a couple of times. I'm going to do a review here, though I haven't done a review on it yet, so... Oh, I didn't close the tin all the way. This is not new out of the pouch. I've had maybe 2 or 3 times this stuff. I dried it out a little bit. Should probably humidify it up a little, but I'll talk about that a little later, why I did that. But anyway, I'm just going to smoke a little bit. This is a Medico Cavalier I have right here. So, just for review purposes. Almost there. Yeah, originally, it was kind of humid. I'll just explain right now. I guess it was actually a perfect consistency. I guess I wasn't really used to what good was, really. But as I hear, if you dry it out just a little bit, you get a little more of that flavor. If it's too humid, it just kind of tastes sour and, muted. Not good if it's too humid. Too dry, I don't want either, but I think I prefer just a little bit more dry than a little bit too humid, honestly, so... Neither of them is perfect, but I dried it out just a little bit. Basically just opened the tin, kept it open for like a few days. And sort of... It's not bad, it's still kind of moist. So, anyway, that's it, we're gonna smoke it. Alright, here we go. Now when I first tasted this for the first 2 or 3 bowls, I was not a fan. Just had that cheap aromatic, ashy flavor going on. Maybe tasted a hint of Irish cream, but not much of it. Right now, it's actually tasting a little bit better than the previous bowls I had, which sometimes people say you have to let the tobacco dry out or kind of sit there for a few days, maybe weeks. Try it a couple times and it gets better. Honestly, yes, I think it's better than before. Hint of sweetness, not too sweet. It's creamy. I taste the Irish cream. I do definitely taste that. It's not really like vanilla. It's not quite chocolate either. It's kind of in between. Again, white chocolate. There you go. The initial flavor is pretty good, but there's kind of a sour aftertaste going on. And like I said, that usually happens when your tobacco's too wet or too humid. However, as you saw, it was a little bit more on the dry side. So perhaps, yes, it did need to dry out a little bit, and now I'm actually tasting it a little better, but there's still sort of a sour thing going on, still. I like the time right now, it's almost dark out. It's 5:40, something like that right now. And again, it's January right now, so it gets darker faster, but things are starting to stay lit for a little bit longer, which I'm happy about. Can't wait till spring. I cannot stand winter. I hate winter time. I'm actually surprising myself. I was expecting just to go through the ropes, do the review and then say, yep, I don't like it like I did before, like the last few times I smoked this. But honestly, it's better now. That's very interesting because a lot of the reviews said, yeah, I tried this a few times, I wasn't a fan, but then later I tried it and then I started liking it. That's actually exactly what's going on with this. I don't know why that is. Do they ship them out too humid? I don't know. I forgot to mention what it's made out of. I believe it's Virginia and Cavendish. I taste the Virginia. Ooh, I got a really big whiff of like Irish cream right there. Not smell, but I don't know why I said whiff. The flavor. I really tasted Irish cream on that last puff, like a lot. Oh wow, it's starting to taste good. On focus camera. Alright, camera went out of focus. I just turned the camera off and set it back up. I don't know why I did that. I just did. It's pretty good. I'm trying to get that Irish cream flavor again. I got a mild note of it in the beginning, and then right before I cut the camera, like I said, I got that really, I got a big Irish cream whiff right there. It was such a distinct flavor. And if you're wondering what Irish cream is, it's cream, like milk cream type thing, with, I think, some sort of alcohol in it. I'm not sure exactly. Please tell me what it is if you know what it is. It's pretty good. It's sweet. It is like the sour thing is going away. I mix it up with my little tamper right there, my little tamping tool, the 3-piece thing. So that's a little trick you can do if your tobacco starts to taste weird or sour. You can try mixing it up. With me, I don't know if that's an official thing, but with me that tends to help. because I think the ashes kind of build up a little bit when you're smoking, and then if you keep smoking, eventually that flavor is really distinct. I don't know exactly how it works. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but to me, it seems like it works. It is good. Oh my gosh, it's so much better than the first times I tried it. It's light, it's sweet, it's like sugary sweet. It's really like a cream, like if you took like milk and put sugar in it. It's thin tasting too. It doesn't taste like it's a thick smoke. It's thin, sugary sweet. I am a fan. So far, I'm a fan. Again, when I first started with this today, just now, I mean a few minutes ago, I don't know why I said today, just a few minutes ago, it was okay. It was a little better than the last, like, 3 tries I had with it. It was a little bit sour. Smoked it for just a few minutes there, as you saw, and now it's, like, so much better. Maybe it did need to dry out a little bit. Actually, some tobaccos, I guess, need to dry out. I don't know. This Medico smokes pretty hot. It's a hot smoking tobacco, but because this is such a tiny, thin little bowl right here, it just smokes hot. Probably shouldn't smoke so many aromatics in this thing, because they tend to, again, they smoke hot for the most part. So I'm holding it in kind of an awkward way, if you can see that. Sometimes I hold it by the stem, the shank, actually not the stem, the shank. Can you see that? I'm putting it in the light right there, because that makes it smoke a little cold. You look like an idiot when you smoke that way, but still. I'm sorry, not an idiot, but it's not a cigarette, it's a pipe. But every time I show my pipes to other people, and they kind of want, like, I want to try some tobacco too. I'm like, okay, here you go. And we kind of smoke together. They always hold it like this every single time, because they're like, oh, it's too hot. They just naturally want to grab the shank right there. I don't blame them for it. I don't like being out here. Everybody has balconies, and they're all like, I always feel like people are looking down at me. It sucks. I hate when there's balconies everywhere in the backyard, so they can see exactly what's going on in my backyard. They see me in front of a camera and stuff, probably like, what's that kid doing? Alright, it's starting to taste kind of ashy again. I think I'm just ending towards the end of the bowl, because now it's getting that, again, ashy, watery, bitter crap taste. I'm going to mix it up one more time with the tamper. The little middle piece right there mixes it up. This might help it. Nope. Tamped it down too tight somehow. I hate it when I do that. Scoop it back up. Yeah, I'm just going to call it quits. It's a small bowl, and I didn't even fill it up all that much anyway, as you saw. So, that's it. Okay, conclusion. I'm going to say, because the flavor changed so much, you know, again, the initial first, like, 3 times I tried it, it tasted kind of crappy. I didn't taste much of the Irish cream. It was so slight. It just tastes like a bad, crappy aromatic. The only reason I was so persistent with trying it is because of one reviewer in particular gave it a glowing, amazing review. Cutlery Lover, if you know him. I love Cutlery Lover, by the way. But he did a tobacco review of Eileen's Dream, and because of him specifically, that's why I got this tobacco, because he gave it such a positive review. Sorry for background noise, there's a train going by. And that's why I was like, are you kidding me? This stuff sucks. And I just kept trying it. Tried to get it to taste good somehow. And finally, I think that flavor finally came out. I opened the tin a crack. I just kind of left it in the drawer for a while, let it dry out just a little bit. And I think it worked. It really sweetened it up. And again, the first initial puffs, I kind of tasted similar. But a little bit later, a few minutes later, it was sweet and light and creamy. I guess I taste the white chocolate truffle, but again, I think that's kind of subjective thinking. If nobody told me what it was, I wouldn't have said, like, oh, that's white chocolate truffle right there. I wouldn't have said that. Honestly, I'm just saying. But it wasn't quite, it was like vanilla, but it wasn't quite the same, so I guess that's what the white chocolate is. And then the Irish cream is pretty prominent. It's like a creamy, light, sweet thing. So I say, I want to give this a good review, but because so many other people have had the same problems I had, apparently, saying, I wasn't really a fan, don't care, So really, I gave it a little bit, and then I liked it. You know, because it's so inconsistent, there's a lot of waiting involved, I can't quite give it a positive review. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'll annotate this video later if I keep trying it over the months or whatever, and then it tastes amazing. Then yeah, I'll annotate this. But until then, if you don't see any annotations or anything, my opinion stands on it. It tastes okay in some cases, but in some cases it tastes amazing. But that flavor didn't last long either. Like it kind of, once I got towards the end, it just tasted bad. So it was not that good. Then it was really good, and then it kind of just went bad again. So I don't know. You know, if you really want that white chocolate and truffle thing, I mean, white chocolate truffle and Irish cream thing, you really just want that flavor, I say go for it. You may or may not be disappointed. I don't know. It's kind of an open-ended review right there. It's very difficult. I want to give it a positive review, but again, there's a lot of variables there, so I'm going to leave it with that. You know, it is what it is. If you want it, try it.